third highest points. If there's a tie for first or second, or third, there will be an additional question given with +2 points or -2 points. And this should resolve all tiebreakers. If this does not satisfy the tiebreak, we will repeat until the deadlock is broken. So the rules apply to all categories, so I'll repeat again for the other competition, but please, competitors, bear that in mind. Rules for the audience and for the competitors. No prompting from the audience. No use of Bibles or smart devices by the candidates. First answer given will be the one taken, so ensure that you think about your answer properly. Should there be an issue or query from a team or the audience, this should be addressed at the end of the round. So you make a note. Please note that the judge's decision is final, and let us respect the process. All right. Please note that the answers should be from the King James Version Bible that was given for us to study from, and we will begin. Can we get a mic for the competitors? Technical team, can we get a mic for the competitors? JR, can we get a mic for the competitors? Competitors, I'm asking you to speak directly into the mic. Don't hold the mic away from your face and talk. Keep the mic close and talk, all right? Nice. Leviticus 1 to 5, right? All right. Your time. So we have Athena Meeks from Palmetto Pen. We have Kamali Atkinson from Burnt Savannah. We have Janice Rowe from Southfield. We have Tanisha Stone from Catadupa. Come on, put your hands together for the competitors. All right, great. Your first question, all right, your time, your 2 minutes begin now. Who spoke to Moses in Leviticus 1?
Jesus.
Incorrect. From where did the Lord speak to Moses?
In Egypt.
Repeat.
In Israelites.
Incorrect. What was the first type of offering described in Leviticus 1? Incorrect. True or false? The Lord spoke to Moses from the tent of the meeting.
False.
Incorrect. A burnt offering from the herd could be any animal, even ones with defect. A burnt offering from the herd could be any animal, even one with defects. Yes, it is.
False.
Correct. The worshipper laid a hand on the animal's head before it was killed.
True.
Correct. And that is time. Come on, put your hands together. Let us continue.
Sure.
So we have Kamali Atkinson. Your 2 minutes begin now. Who spoke to Moses in Leviticus 1?
God.
Correct. From where did the Lord speak to Moses?
Out of the congregation of the tabernacle.
Correct. What was the first type of offering described in Leviticus 1?
A burnt offering.
Correct. Aaron's son, true or false? Aaron's sons were the priests who handled the blood.
True.
Correct. True or false? The entire burnt offering was burned on the altar.
True.
Correct. Final true or false? A female bull was required for the burnt offering from the herd.
False.
Correct. How is the burnt offering described to the Lord?
As a sweet savior.
Correct. If a person brought a bird for the burnt offering, what bird could be offered?
Turtle doves and of young pigeons.
Correct. What was done to the burnt offering after it was cut in pieces?
It was burnt.
You need to be more specific with your answer.
Was burnt on the side of the altar.
All right, judges will deliberate. Could you repeat your answer?
It shall be burnt on the side of the altar northward.
All right, that is not the answer we have here, and I'll read the answer for transparency. It says it was arranged. So the question was, what was done to the burnt offering after it was cut in pieces? And the answer I have here is it was arranged on the wood and burned on the altar. You said it was burnt on the side, not on. All right? So that will not be awarded. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Burnt Savannah. All right, we're going now to Janice Row, Southfield, Apostolic. Yes. Let us go. Your 2 minutes begin now. If a burnt offering came from the herd, what animal had to be offered?
A young goat.
Sorry?
A young goat.
Could you speak up, please?
A young goat.
Incorrect. Where was the burnt offering presented?
At the side of the altar.
Incorrect. What did the worshippers do before killing the animal?
Can you repeat it?
What did the worshippers do before killing the animal?
I don't know. Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
Okay. Who sprinkled the blood around the altar?
Aaron's son.
Correct. True or false? A fem- Sheep and goats could also be offered as burnt offering.
True.
Correct. Time. Tanisha Stone, you're up. Your 2 minutes begin now. Where was the burnt offering presented?
On the altar.
Incorrect. What did the worshippers do before killing the animal?
I don't remember.
Okay. If the burnt offering came from the herd, what animal had to be offered?
Sheep or goat?
Incorrect. True or false? Turtle doves and young pigeons were acceptable burnt offering. Time. And that concludes our first round. Please put your hands together for all our competitors. This next round, competitors will be given 10 questions and they will be asked to answer the 10 questions. If you do not wish to answer, you can say pass and another question will be given. Please note. All right, so we will ask that you say pass if it is that you think you do not know the answer or you do not wish to answer the question. You say pass. Please note that that question that was asked will count towards your 10. So it is not 10 questions that you have answered. It's 10 questions that we have asked. Please to note that. Also, for each, as I said before, incorrect answer, you will lose 2 points. And for each correct answer, you will gain 2 points. I'm asking the competitors to just turn around, please. And I'm asking the audience to be quiet. Remember to speak loudly in the mic. Athena, you're up. Your 10 questions begin now. Remember, competitors, you say pass if you do not wish to answer the question. All right? Athena, what type of offering is described in Leviticus 2?
The meat offering. The meat offering.
Incorrect. What was the main ingredient of the grain offering?
Fine flour and oil.
Correct. What was the spice that was put on the grain offering? What was the spice that was put on the grain offering? Pass. Use the mic to say pass, all right? What liquid was poured on the grain offering?
Oil.
Correct. Who took a memorial portion of the grain offering to burn on the altar?
Aaron's sons and Aaron's sons, the priests.
Correct. True or false? Leaven was required in every grain offering. Leaven was required in every grain offering.
False.
Correct.
Those who are interested to know what's happening, firstly, 7 to 9 was not on the schedule for today. There was an oversight. So what we're doing, since they're all basically an even keel, I'm going to bring in another teammate, because of course a Bible quiz works with a team. You can have up to 3 persons on a team. All right, so Khalil is joining Janice for the Southfield team. And then we're just going to continue. We're going to pick up at round 2. So we're going to tell you what the scores at round 1 are. And then we pick up at round 2 and round 3.
Greetings, everyone. The score for round 1 is Athena Meeks 2. 2 out of 6 questions she got. Kamali Atkinson 8 out of 9. Janice Rowe 2 out of 5. And Tanisha Stone 4 out of 4. She did not get any of the 4. She did 4 and she did not get any correct. All right? So run that again. Athena Meeks 2, Kamali Atkinson 8, Janice Rowe 2, and Tanisha Stone none. And remember, we're given according to time. They're timed, so based on the amount of questions they got in that time.
All right. We're now at true or false. Did I ask you a true or false question already? I'm going to ask you that question again. Leaven was required in every. Oh, I asked you that one. Leaven was required in every grain offering.
False.
All right, so we asked that one and you had already given the answer, so that's correct. How many asked? The grain offering was described as true or false. The grain offering was described as a pleasing aroma to the Lord.
True.
Correct. Congregation, sir, with the bottle. What type of offering is described in Leviticus 3? Please remember that you can say pass or you can choose to answer.
The meat offering. The meat offering.
Incorrect. If the peace offering came from the herd, could it be male or female?
It could be both.
Correct. What did the worshippers do before killing the peace offering? What did the worshippers do before killing the peace offering?
Pass.
All right. That is your 10th and final question. Put your hands together for a palmetto pen. Who was allowed to eat the rest of the grain offering?
Aaron's sons.
Correct. What 2 ingredients were forbidden in the grain offering burnt on the altar?
Unleavened and honey.
Could you repeat?
Leaven and honey.
Was that your first answer? Or that is incorrect. What seasoning had to be included with every grain offering?
Salt.
Correct. What was the grain offering called after part of it was burnt on the altar?
Pass.
All right. What kind of grain could be offered as first fruit?
Corn. Three ears of corn.
Did you say corn?
Corn. Yes, 3 ears of corn. 1 minute.
Incorrect. True or false? The peace offering was either male or female.
True.
Correct. True or false? The animal offered had to be without blemish.
False.
Incorrect. The worshippers laid both hands, true or false? The worshippers laid both hands on the animal before offering it.
False.
Correct. True or false? Aaron's sons sprinkled the blood around the altar.
True.
Correct. Short answer. Name one part of the animal that was burnt on the altar.
The call.
Could you repeat?
The call above the liver.
The call.
Above the liver.
The what?
The call above the liver.
The call above the what? Put the mic at your mouth, please.
The call above the liver.
All right. Correct. That was your final, 10th and final question. Over now to Southfield. So, seeing that you're a group, you deliberate and you answer. You discuss before you answer, share, or ensure that you have the same answer. All right? We're only going to take the first answer. All right? Understood? If the offering came from the flock, what two kinds of animals could be offered?
Turtle doves and young pigeons.
Incorrect. What part of the sheep was specifically mentioned to be removed?
Can you repeat it, please?
What part of the sheep was specifically mentioned to be removed?
Pass.
Okay. What was the offering by fire described as to the Lord?
A sweet savor unto the Lord.
Could you repeat?
A sweet savory unto the Lord.
Correct. What two things were the Israelites forbidden to eat?
The fat and the blood.
Correct. Let's continue. The sin, true or false? The sin offering was for intentional rebellion only.
False.
Correct. Leviticus 4, true or false? Leviticus 4 focuses on a sin committed unintentionally.
True.
Correct. True or false? A young bull was offered for the atonement, for the anointed priest's sin. Let me read that again. A young bull was offered for the anointed priest's sin.
True.
Correct. True or false? The priest ignored the blood of the sin offering.
False.
Incorrect. Sorry, go again. What was the answer? False.
False.
Correct. Final question. The fat of the sin offering was burnt on the altar.
True.
Correct. Our put hands together for the competitors so far. We're going now to our final competitor, Tanisha Stone from Katadupa. Are you ready? What happened to the rest of the bull's blood? According to Leviticus 4.
Pass.
Okay. What part of the animals were burnt on the altar?
Can you repeat?
What parts of the animal were burnt on the altar?
Its inward part.
Is that your final answer? Its inward parts? Incomplete. What animal was required when the whole congregation sinned unintentionally?
A goat.
Incorrect. What animal could a leader bring as a sin offering? Specifically.
Pass.
Okay. What did a person do after realizing they had sinned?
Can you repeat?
What did a person do after realizing they had sinned? Can you answer the question? And do you-
Pass.
all right. A person who had hid true or false, a person who had hid the truth after witnessing something could become guilty. True or false?
True.
Correct. Leviticus 5, true or false? Leviticus 5 teaches that people should confess their sins. True or false? Please to give an answer.
False.
Incorrect. Only rich people, true or false, only rich people were allowed to bring offerings.
False.
Correct. True or false? Two turtle doves could be offered by someone who could not afford a lamb.
True.
Correct. Final question. True or false? Fine flour could be used by someone who was very poor.
True.
Correct. And that concludes the end of your 10 questions. Put your hands together for the contestants. We're- All right. All right. So we're going now into our distinction challenge, your final round, third and final round. Just to remind you that if you are, each team will be asked 5 questions. If you answer correctly, you'll get 2 points. And if you answer incorrectly, you will lose 2 points. Please note that you can pass if it is that you do not wish to answer, whether you are uncertain and you don't want to lose any points, or you don't know. You can say pass. All right? Understood? Only 5 questions will be asked. So if you say pass, it counts towards your 5 questions, all right? All right, so point standing.
Okay, for round two, we have Athena Meeks with 10 points. We have Kamali Atkinson with 12 points. And we have Khalil and Janice with 14 points. And Tanisha Stone with 6 points.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so we're going to be continuing now. What happened to the rest of the bull's blood? According to Leviticus 4.
Pass.
Okay. What animal was required when the whole congregation sinned unintentionally? Please answer. Use the mic when you're speaking, so that's pass. What animal could a leader bring as a sin offering? What animal could a leader bring as a sin offering. You need to answer or we'll call time, all right? Or
Agot.
say pass, whichever one.
Agot.
All right. That's incorrect. Judges will not accept that answer. Just two more, let's go. The sin offering, true or false, the sin offering showed that God provided a way for forgiveness. True or false, the sin offering showed that God provided a way for forgiveness.
True.
Correct? The sin offering has no connection to forgiveness. True or false? The sin offering has no connection to forgiveness.
False.
Correct. That was your fifth and final question. All right, put your hands together. Over to you now. Over to you now, Kamali from Burnt Savannah. What animal was required when the whole congregation sinned unintentionally?
Pass.
All right. What animal could the leader bring as a sin offering?
A male without blemish.
Sorry?
A male without blemish.
Is that your final answer? Incorrect. Incorrect. What did a person do after realizing they had sinned?
Pass.
All right. True or false? The guilt offering requires no restitution.
False.
Correct. A person who had, true or false, a person who had to add 1/5 when making restitution. Sorry. A person had to add 1/5 when making restitution. True or false?
False.
Incorrect. Thank you very much. That was your fifth and final question. Over now to Southfield. What animal was required when the whole congregation sinned unintentionally?
A young bull.
Correct. What animal could a leader bring as a sin offering?
A young bull.
Incorrect. What did a person do after realizing they had sinned?
They had to repay it and add 1/5 to what they stole or taken.
Incorrect. What did a person do after realizing they had sinned? It says they can't answer it that need the physical thing. Ask everybody the question and everybody talk. And this would be chapter 4. All right, just a minute.
Twenty-six, 27, 28, 29, 30. church members. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys not? You don't come first place every year. Don't talk to me. Talk to me. What did you just say? You know. You know. I know. To do what you're supposed. I am under the blood, under the blood, under the blood. We need a Holy Ghost shout. What?
All right, that is incorrect. True or false?
And
So if it's incomplete, then it would. No, I did say incomplete, and then I said. All right, so the answer was incomplete, so hence it was incorrect. True or false? The sin offering was. Okay, sorry. The priest ignored the blood of the sin offering.
True.
Incorrect. The fat of the the fat of the sin offering was burnt on the altar. True or false?
Can you repeat it, please?
The fat of the sin offering was burnt on the altar.
True.
Correct. Okay. All right, let's continue. Finally. That was your final, fifth and final question. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Put your hands together. What animal could a leader bring as a sin offering?
Pass.
Okay. What type of offering is described in Leviticus 4?
Sin offering.
Correct. What animal was required as a sin offering for the anointed priest?
Repeat.
What animal was required as a sin offering for the anointed priest?
Pass.
Right. Yes. Pass? Yes, chapter 4. All right, true or false? Leviticus 5 teaches that people should confess their sins. True or false?
Fall.
Incorrect. All right, final true or false? A goat could not be used as a peace offering. True or false?
True.
Incorrect. Answer is false. All right, thank you very much for participating. Put your hands together for all the churches.
Step 1, 2.
Mike. Hello. um, Anybody right there in the white shirt, can you please say hi? I am a no. I'm not coming.
Okay. I know that many of you may not be following in your Bibles, but we want to be as fair as is possible. The question was asked, what is required when a sin is committed? If you read Leviticus, you realize that there are different categories of offerings. You had the sin offering, the trespass offering, the peace offering, the meal offering, etc. The response was given you restore what was stolen and add 20% or 1/5 to it. That is correct in a certain context where the trespass offering is concerned. So the question was very general and the answer was specific. So just to be fair, it won't affect the outcome of the positioning. But just to be fair, we're going to give another question to Southfield. Right. But it will not affect your position. Doesn't affect anything. But just to be fair, all right?
All right. According to Leviticus 5, what made a person unclean?
If they touch something that didn't belong to them,
In huh? What am I saying?
Can you repeat the question,
Rep-
please?
You have to repeat what you said. You said something that belonged to them. I don't understand that. Incorrect.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, participants. The scores will be
Oh, now. So, yeah.
scores will be tallied, and the winners will be announced.
When? When? I am anointed. Who could put me? I am anointed. Yeah. My mother play crayons, man.
All right.
Question. Alright.
All right. So in first place we have. All right. In first place we have Kamali Atkinson from Burn Savannah. And now to determine second and third place, we will have a playoff. It's a tiebreaker. So Kamali Atkinson came first place with 18 points. We have, that's Athena from Palmito Pen is tied with Janice Rowe and Khalil Smith on 14 points, and they'll be playing for first and second respectively. And Tanisha Stone from Catadupa ended with 8 points and
So bad.
came in fourth place. So first place, you can just have a seat. And Tanisha, you can also go back to the congregation. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for them. Yes, you can leave. You won. Congratulations. You won. Okay, so we're gonna do that now. All right. All right. So three additional questions will be asked. 2 points given for correct, minus 2 points for incorrect, and this should resolve any deadlock. Are you ready? All right. So let's pass the mic to Athena. Turn around, please. All right.
Free, and now I'm high. Okay, no, no, come on, sip. Okay, na, 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 na. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Chapter 6,
ooh,
chapter
ooh,
7, chapter 8. You were saying 100%, but really and
ooh, ooh.
truly, it goes
I
on to
mean,
the other chapters.
everything's lonely. Ha he, a tuck.
All right. What type of what type of offering is described in Leviticus 3? You're to answer the question. Or you say pass if you
Pass.
okay. No, just put a different set up a different different type of and just put commit a pen on so all right. All right. If the offering came from the flock, what two kinds of animal could be offered?
Pass.
Okay. Said pass. True or false? True or false? The fat tail of the sheep was burnt on the altar.
False.
Incorrect. Over now to Southfield. Southfield, may I ask what is that device in your hand? No, no external devices. All right. All right. No, have a seat. Have a seat. What type of offering was described in Leviticus 3?
The peace offering.
Correct. If the offering came from the flock, what two kinds of animals could be offered?
Which chapter?
Chapter chapter 3.
And repeat the question.
If the offering came from the flock, what two kinds of animals could be offered?
Pass.
All right. True or false? The Israelites were forbidden to eat fat and blood.
True.
Correct. And that ends the tiebreaker. We have Southfield coming in second place with 18 points. Well, yeah, they broke out with the 18 points, second place. And we have Palmito Pen in third with 12 points. All right. Put your hands together for all the contestants.
All right, we're going to break for lunch at this time. We want to invite you back for 2:30. Let me just tell you what we have. We have the 13 to 15 Bible quiz, the 10 to 12 Bible quiz, and we are going to start spelling bee. Let me see what category. We're off to, well, we're actually behind, so try to be here as quickly as you can.